score. Chicago winning here convincingly. Pippen with the steal. Pippen all the way. And the Bulls off to the 2-0 lead. Barkley finds West. Mark West serving up a facial argument. He's called for the foul.
Chicago was 5th in the NBA this year in steals, averaging about 9.5 a game. They get their offense going immediately by playing good defense. And then Barkley, who will give up the basketball to an open teammate, finds Mark West down inside. Oh, forget the help defense.
B.J. Armstrong for three. B.J. Armstrong. Johnson penetrating. Kevin Johnson.
Against Mark Price and Terrell Brandon pressuring him. Kevin Johnson presents a few different problems, however.
Michael Jordan. Richard Dumas, who did not play at all last Saturday in the 7th game, setting up Dan Marley. Does not play well against Seattle. Jordan off the steal. 3-on-2. It's Grant from Jordan. It counts in the foul.
Grant could run the floor, but as KJ comes down, he loses the handle at the last second. I'm sorry, this particular one is where he scores. It was after that coming down that he had the turnover take place. But Grant, the guy who can run the floor, converts easily.
Patient as the Suns are off to the slow start. Barkley goes all the way. Pippen. Scottie Pippen going glass. About 4 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Kevin Johnson with a brilliant. The Bulls now lead by 6.
Well, here's one of the best point guards in action, going coast to coast, taking it up with the left hand.
Down inside.
And here's Jordan following that Richard Dumas field goal, his first. Conway with the steal and the bucket. And that is a most unusual. Suns 18, Pippen off the screen, yes. And the shooting is picked up at both ends. Pounds. Armstrong. Pippen gets to it. Setting up Armstrong. Beautiful play. Shot clock at 5. Now Grant over Chambers. And it looked like Chambers got a piece of it. It's Jordan, final seconds, getting it off. Yes, 0.3 of a second.
And Phil Jackson goes with his small group, the 3-guard offense. Michael Jordan pulls up, hits a jumper, and this will be
6 points for Jordan. And the Bulls with a 16-point lead. Mike Johnson with a nice move.
Michael Jordan gets Marley off balance. You can see him rock back on his heels. Just gets enough space to elevate and get a good look at the rim.
Action. Barkley backing Grant. Look to the left hand, and Grant got some help.
Okay, this is interesting. The baseline where then the Bulls are getting help. And this is what happened right here. Scott Williams comes and blocks the shot. Affect him in this game right now.
8:45 remaining in the first half. A backdoor pass handled by Scott Williams. Guarded by Tucker. Trent did not go for the head fake. Ainge to the fadeaway. Finals last year as a member of the Portland Trail Blazers. Jordan from deep. Yes. Michael Jordan for Scott Williams. Just under 7 minutes remaining in this first half. Pippen, yes. And the Bulls open up.
And that shows up right away. There have only been 4 free throw attempts after a quarter and a half of this basketball game, which means either
8 rebounds for Williams. Johnson with the force, but it's punched home by Dumas. Chicago with an 18-point lead. Make it 20. Scottie Pippen 46 and the Suns 26. Barkley. And the first
Phoenix caught him that time with some nice interior passing.
Dumas with the steal. Here's Ainge for Johnson. Oh. And put home by Dumas. Stacey King had it knocked away. Here comes Barkley with the crossover. Barkley going all the way, trying to draw the foul, but had it knocked away. He thought he was fouled. Kevin Johnson accelerating and had it knocked away. It'll be Phoenix ball in this first half. Barkley with that pass off the dribble that misfired. Here's Jordan. He had it knocked away from behind. Kevin Johnson. Barkley for Miller. Phoenix
Once again, get the crowd into the game. It helps the team raise its level. Barkley that time draws the defense. Cartwright, and then the unselfish play to the rookie, Oliver Miller. Off of to win that game against the Chicago Bulls. Same exact play.
Oh, Dumas connecting with the floater. Pippen and Cartwright. Barkley with Pippen from behind, going for the steal, finding Miller. So the Silky,
who is so athletic, he has great lift in the legs, one-on-one against Scottie Pippen, who's an outstanding defender, but that lift at the end enables him to get over the outstretched arm. And then Charles knows exactly where his teammate is. Oliver Miller leads the break, lets the big man run ahead of him, finds him for the finish.
So Jordan has 8 points. And this crowd very much back into it, but Scottie Pippen. 4-on-2, Dumas.
In this game,
Phoenix have moved within 9. They were down by 20. Here's Jordan extending. Michael Jordan driving the lane.
Stop it there.
Final seconds of the half. Miller rejected from behind by Cartwright.
Marley gets up so close that Michael has no choice but to put it on the floor, take it to the basket, and the fact that they didn't close down in time allows them to get to the front of the rim.
So Michael Jordan.
So that's a big weapon that's missing. That's why they only have 41 points right now.
And here's Barkley again. Armstrong. Bulls lead by 9. Armstrong for 3. So B.J. Armstrong won it by Dumas. Marley. Well, Dan Marley had been quiet. Pippen with a nice fake. And then met on the switch by West. Barkley behind the back. Barkley for Marley to the reverse. Jackson called for time.
Charles, one of the players that has the ability to rebound, dribble out, start a fast break, and then either finish himself or make the correct decision by finding the open teammate.
remember, Phoenix Suns are at their best when Charles Barkley rebounds the basketball and takes it coast to coast. Like
Dumas gets back to it.
Offensive rebound, that's 11 for them offensive rebound.
Scottie Pippen to work against Grant, facing a double team. And Grant with the rebound.
Being a little gun shy, think about this. Charles Barkley, the MVP of the league, has 18 shot attempts. Dumas, after missing the first one, never loses a stroke of confidence. He's already taken 15. So one way to slow down a guy who's hot, maybe go right back at him, make him work at the defensive end. Scottie Pippen's the guy who can do it. Dumas called for the reach-in foul.
Shot clock at 4. Dumas lost it, and Pippen feeds Jordan. Michael Jordan. On the outside shot and went to the floater.
B.J. Armstrong had to pick up Marley. Michael takes the ball.
Oh, what a pass from Dumas. He spotted West remaining in the third quarter. Pippen. Yes. Scottie Pippen.
Michael Jordan, who puts the ball on the floor, the ability to convert with either hand. Well, this time he decides he's going to use the left hand. Up on a little different look, winding his way down the lane, the concentration, even with the body contact.
Here's Marley, who has been quiet again, not able to hit the 3. Barkley inside. And Grant pops it down. Suns, Frank Johnson challenges and then changed his mind. Marley with the open 3. Yes! That was his explanation.
Well, I thought that good offensive rebound there by
his third.
Well, Michael Jordan, who has the ability to get that first step, get in the lane, quickly finds an easy way to get himself 2 points. But then the transition game for Phoenix is the key to their offense. Frankie Johnson finds a spot open.
His third.
You talk about live bodies. Well, KJ misses, but here's Richard Dumas flying in from the offside. 16 offensive rebounds.
Wednesday, all to be seen here on NBC. Here's Trent Tucker with the shot clock running down. Final seconds of the quarter. Pippen extends to from the field. Jordan with the step and pitched it out. The Bulls swing it. They did not have the good shot. Now Jordan finds the good shot.
What patience by the Bulls team. Jordan penetrates.
Quarter able to field that long pass. Williams played well in the first half. Jordan able to penetrate, and the Bulls with a 77.
Get inside layup.
Frank Johnson.
So Michael Jordan, who had 10 points in the first half, sees the seam, the opening, gets past Dumas after the fake, even if they're struggling on certain nights.
You have 3 officials, but 3 of the best officials here.
Jordan with the steal. And Jordan goes all the way. Remaining fourth quarter, 6-point Chicago lead. Dumas going glass.
Really playing small forward.
Jordan off the dribble. 25 for Jordan. Early on the transition. Nice job protecting the ball. Barkley chest to chest with Williams. Going cross court to Paxson. Strong looking to help, then he drops back. Oh, what a move. Barkley with the spin.
They have KJ trying to play Michael Jordan, and Chicago's trying to get it over to him for a mismatch.
And Jordan able to head off the fake. Kevin Johnson trying to penetrate and was stripped. Pippen around Dumas. Around Ainge.
Oh, my. You know, that was a bad play.
Michael Jordan being played by KJ. They'll run a series of little screens to free him up, then a little fade move, show the ball, change of direction. Good clean look at the rim for Michael. Scottie Pippen then, who when you get him out in the floor, in the open court, is oh so dangerous. The long strides, the elevation, and the finish and foul.
Here's Jordan. Jordan is fouled.
And Michael, all he's trying to do here, he gets no clean look, initiate body contact, get to the free throw line, try to make those 2 foul shots.
Here's Johnson rejected by Grant.
Defense right here. Block shot by Horace Grant. Then they get out on the break and go down and get a foul. Here's a block one more time. I tell you, that's team defense.
Rebounded by Grant. It's a 3-on-1. Armstrong for Pippen.
See, when you crack,
If you go in and send too many people to get offensive rebounds and you don't cover your backcourt, well, here's what happens. 3-on-1, not much you can do.
So the Bulls with 5 straight points. They now lead by 8. 2:46 left in the game. Jordan able to swing it to the corner. Bulls not rushing their shots. Again, showing the patience. Now Armstrong is open for the 3-pointer. And hits it.
Marv showing the patience.
Chicago for games 3 and 4. Barkley for 3. Charles Barkley hammers from 3-point range.
A few breaks, but that's not one of them right there. In transition, Charles knew he had to get a shot up quickly, gets a clean look, gets set, follow through, and then nothing but net on the 3-pointer. But then Chicago brings it right down, and perhaps Phoenix thought he was going to pull it out. No way. He saw the opening. He takes advantage.